guys, welcome back. So in today's video we're going to be doing this look that I'm wearing right now. I just have to say it was super inspired by the Moonchild palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This palette is literally just everything. It's absolutely beautiful. I want to literally put this all over my body and walk outside. Like, it's so stunning. And when I got this in the mail, I was just like, I needed to film a look, all blues, everything like that. And even when I saw it that they were even coming out with a palette like this, I was like, that would be amazing for eyeshadows too. So I have it on my eyes, I have it on my face. I love it. It's a great way to help you get out of your comfort zone, because like you have these purple and pink like highlighters, but like they're intense, but they're beautiful, and I love them so much. I love all of the Anastasia Glow Kits. They're very smooth, they're very buttery, they don't emphasize any texture or pores or anything like that on the face. So when I got this, I was like, I need to film. So I've been loving that. So that's pretty much the center around this whole look. If I had a blue lipstick, I totally would have called this like a blue monochromatic type of look, but I don't have a blue lipstick, which I know I need to get on the bandwagon of that. This is the look that I came up with. I am obsessed with it. I think it's really, really pretty. You can even add some glitter if you want, but I was just like, let me keep it a little subtle. But I'm loving it so much. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for the eyes, we're going to go ahead and grab our primer. You can go in with any primer you want. I'm just going to use the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. For today, I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and then put it all over my lid and up to my brow bone. I have some concealer cleaned up under my brow, so it's okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and grab some translucent powder so we can set the base. I like to set the whole lid to brow bone, but you can do whatever you are used to doing. So for our transition shade, I'm going to go in with Beaches and Cream. I'm using a lot of Makeup Geek shadows today. Just throwing that out there. I'm using a lot of Makeup Geek shadows, but I'm grabbing the shade Beaches and Cream, and I'm grabbing that on a Morphe E23. And we're just going to go ahead and blend this in and out of the crease. Doesn't have to be too precise or anything like that. We just want to get a nice blend color going. So this is going to make it easier for the colors later on, especially the ones with more pigment and more color, to blend out easier. I'm using a lot of Makeup Geek shadows today because I love Makeup Geek shadows. They're amazing. They're affordable. They blend out really, really well. They have a lot of colors to choose from, and they're one of my favorite single eyeshadows. I love them so much. I have hooded lids, so I'm going to go a little bit over where my natural crease is. Next, from Makeup Geek, I'm going to go ahead and grab Creme Brulee. You want to go in. I'm using that same brush. We're pretty much just going to do the exact same thing. Just a little bit more control on this one. Even though we are going in with cooler tones, like I'm using a lot of blue tones today, you want to make sure you have something warm in your crease, because if you don't, if you have more cool tones in your crease or don't have any warm tones at all on your eye, it can make you look like you have a black eye. So you want to make sure you have a nice warmish neutral color to kind of blend out the colors with. Creme Brulee is going to be my best friend today, because once I add the color, I go back in constantly and I blend it out with it. And once you have it placed down, we can go in with the color. But keep those colors, keep your transition shades next to you, because you're going to want to go back in with that after we use the color. So for color today, I'm pretty much grabbing Neptune. This is from Makeup Geek. I'm going to go ahead and take that on my crown brush. This is a Crown C433. One of my favorite brushes because it's fluffy, so I can blend with it, but it's also flat on the side, so I can pack color on. So I'm going to go ahead and take that on my crown brush and just place this on my outer and inner corners. And then you can start dragging excess product. Honestly, it doesn't bother me if any of the blue gets in the lid space right there, because I'm going to go over it with more blue, so it doesn't even matter to me. But then I'm just going to grab that excess product on the brush and start sweeping it into my crease. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Creme Brulee and blend out the harsh edges. I'm going to grab my Morphe M514. This is my favorite brush since I picked it up, and I'm going to grab a little bit of Neptune on it, and I'm just going to blend it into my crease just a little bit. You can also grab a little bit more of that Neptune and place it where you want more color, because it's got long bristles, so it's going to really help blend it out but also get a precise-ish application. You can also just pick up a brush with no product on it, blend it out as well. You don't have to keep adding creme brulee, but I just like to. We are going to cover it with a darker blue and a little bit of a black, so I want to just make sure we can really see that. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab another Makeup Geek shade. This is in the shade Blueberry. It's some more of a muted blue. It's not so bright, but it's really, really pretty. So same crown brush, I'm going to go ahead and place that right where I placed Neptune. Not so much on the lid. I don't want to cover Neptune. I just want a little bit more bluish depth into it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and pick up a black. You can use any black that you have in your collection. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette and grab the black in there because it's right in front of me. And I'm going to go ahead and take that on a Morphe M431. It's a really nice dupe for the MAC 219. I'm just going to go ahead and add this on our outer corner, like super far out in that corner. If you added a little bit too much, just go ahead and blend it away. And then we're going to go ahead and pick up the same brush. I'm not going to add more black on it just because I don't want it to be too dark in that inner corner. But we are going to add it in the inner corner. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit more Neptune and just blend on top. And then pick up a little bit of Creme Brulee. I'm grabbing a MAC 217, just the slightest bit of it. And we're going to blend it in the crease. Okay, so now we can go ahead and grab the lid shade. I did this is totally an optional step. But I grabbed the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Thunderstruck. And I just took a flat brush and I put it in the center. But I am going to go in with blue shades, so this kind of defeats the purpose. And just blend away harsh edges. I'm going to go ahead and grab my favorite palette this month. Oh my god. This is the Anastasia Moonchild palette. I'll go ahead and grab the shade Blue Moon. And then we're going to go ahead and grab a little bit of blue ice on top of that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush so it's a little damp and grab Blue Moon on a flat brush. We're just going to go ahead. It turned out. So I'm just going to keep on packing Blue Moon into the center till I get it as intense as I want it to be. And then you can go ahead and grab your brush that you had Neptune on or any of the blue shades and just like blend out the edges so we don't have any harsh lines. I have hooded lids, so obviously I'm gonna have a little bit of transfer. It doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, then go ahead and put it in your crease. Exact same thing, blend out the harsh lines. And then I'm gonna spray my brush one more time and go in with blue ice right over top of that. I wish I had like a blue Makeup Geek foiled shadow, but we're gonna use what I got. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my NYX Liquid Liner. This is in the shade Black. And just do a really, really short, I'm not doing a wing. Just kind of doing like a line. So when we put lashes on, you don't see like shadow, you just see black. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure. So I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes. I'm using Flutter lashes, SlayLa lashes. This is what they look like. How freaking beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these off camera, and then we're going to go ahead and finish the rest of the face. So I put on my foundation and my concealer. I did a little bit of cream contouring with my LA Girl Pro concealers. Pretty much everything that I do, I have previous videos on it, especially my summer bronze. That's pretty much what I like to do. So if you haven't seen my last video, not the one with Karina, before that, my last tutorial. I will go ahead and link that down below in the description bar. But I just, for blush, I'm gonna keep it super light. I'm gonna go in with this shade. This is the shade Flush, and this is by Tarte. It's one of their Amazonian clay blushes, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that on a Morphe E4. Literally the slightest amount because we have a lot going on with the eyes, and I'm just gonna put it right at the apples of the cheeks, just for a little bit color to the face, and then we can go ahead and blend it out. For highlight, this is like the most exciting part. I can't even describe to you. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know which highlight I want to do. Like, I'm in between Purple Horseshoe and Blue Moon and Blue Ice. I think I'm gonna take first, because we're gonna layer this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and take a tad bit of Purple Horseshoe. Well then. When I meant tad bit, I meant tad bit. Just the tiniest bit of Purple Horseshoe, because this shit is pigmented. You guys see that? Then I'm gonna take a little bit of Blue Moon. Just that right on top. It's not bad. I actually like it. I actually like it. But we're gonna go ahead and take a Morphe fan brush. This is the M601. It's freaking frayed as shit because of the way I wash it. Because when I wash it, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Blue Ice. And then I'm gonna go in with my Dance Beauty Blender and just go over everywhere I put that highlight. It'll take away the powderiness to it. I've been obsessed with Pink Heart, so I'm literally taking a little bit of Pink Heart and throwing that right on top too, because I think that looks really nice. You can go back in with your blush brush and go on top of it too. That's why I picked a really nice cool tone pink, because I definitely think that it made it a little bit more wearable. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Neptune, and I'm gonna grab it on a Morphe M508 brush. We're just gonna go ahead and push this into the lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Morphe E37. Neptune again. Dragging it down but blending it out a little bit, and then we're gonna go in with Creme Brulee, and we're gonna go ahead and just look at that lower lash line so we don't have any harsh lines. Go ahead and grab White Lies by Makeup Geek and just put that on my brow bone. Nice matte white shade. I'm gonna grab Nylon from MAC, and we're gonna go ahead and place that in the inner corners. For the lip, I'm just gonna go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. You could totally tone this down if you want to. I'm not sure if I want to right now because it's kind of pulling in with the warmth from my crease, and I feel like I'm loving that right now. But I'm also just going to grab a little bit of the Bare Minerals Buttercream gloss in the shade Totally. This gloss has seriously been my go-to. And just put a little bit in the center so it's a little bit glossy, but not over the top glossy. Once you've done that, go ahead and spray yourself. And once you've done that, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. All it does is give you notifications for when I upload a video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!